What's up, guys? Here it is, October 1st. We're gonna start getting pretty serious about seeding some fescue and overseeding some fescue. Uh, this one right here, we're gonna do real quick in the video. Well, it's not gonna be so quick because I actually do the maintenance and everything here, so I mow it. I'm gonna actually tine rake this with my walker, dethatch it. It's not going to be so much thatch, but just the trash and stuff that's at ground level. I'm not going to do all this for all of them for sure. But this one gets pine cones all down in the turf and everything. So I'm going to pluck them all out with the dethatch attachment on the walker, suck them up, clean them up. Plus we just had Hurricane Ian roll through yesterday and last night, so there's going to be a lot of debris and stuff. I already went through and picked up the big sticks, so we're going to clean it up. We're going to drop it 1 notch lower than usual just to kind of compensate for the amount of time that I'm not going to be able to get back on it and mow it. This yard doesn't need a lot. I'm just going to put a little bit more seed into it to rejuvenate. It's a pretty good size yard, and I'm probably going to put about 50 or 60 pounds of the good old triple threat plus in it. So stay tuned and check out all this action. All right, I really got a lot of that matted pine straw out of the ground and everything. Again, I'm not doing this to all of them. I'll still be aerating at Christmas if I do. But, you know, I've been taking care of this place for 15, 16 years. So I kind of got a process here. Oh, I missed a spot. Get the mower and run over that. All right, so that portion is done. It makes a giant mess because it pulls a lot of grass out, kind of thins it out, but that's kind of what I'm aiming at here. So I'm gonna actually kind of clean up a little bit, so that way when I seed, if I get any seed on the driveway, I can just blow the seed back in the yard and not worry about it. So I'm gonna blow all this crap off. All right, this is a new addition to the PPC tow turf fleet. I got this thing in January. I had ordered it before, but it didn't come in for seeding season. But I've used it quite a bit already this year. I've already got about 200 hours. Anyway, what I'm gonna kind of tell you about this is the lawn air from Ryan, the ride-on from them is you can adjust how deep the tines will go in based on where you put that pin. And you also, like most ride-on areas, have a pressure gauge that'll you can either raise or lower the pressure. Holding the camera weird. Raise or lower the pressure on the gauge to control that. Well, I mean, as I told you, we just had a hurricane here, so the ground is pretty soft. So I can back down on that pressure and block this thing from going much more than 3 inches with the pin there. So I won't tear the yard up so terribly bad. Now the stand-on aerator makes pretty quick work of it. I'm pretty sure it'll fit through that gate right there, but it's a real tight area, so all the twisting and turning with the tires kind of tears it up, and you got to back up the stuff to get the aeration time's close, so I'm gonna go with the torture device, the walk behind, and do inside the gate. We've got all our holes poked, our debris cleaned up, storm debris cleaned up, pine straw cleaned up, thatch cleaned up, multi-process there. So what's next? We're gonna do the easy part now, man. We're gonna throw down the good triple threat plus seed, and I spray a starter at the same time. So the permagreen is a great tool. I don't know why maybe that face, great tool. The permagreen, it works great for this and is fast because you can spray your starter on the seed at the same time you're spreading it. So you eliminate a step. You don't have to come back and spread a granular, and plus you're not driving over your aeration holes. And in truth, well, with spraying the starter, I'd rather go ahead and aerate it. But in truth, if you're gonna spread a granular with a ride on or something, I would almost rather spread my fertilizer seed than aerate it, because you're gonna, all that driving on it, you're gonna cover up your holes. At least that's my thoughts on it. But anyway, so we're not gonna have to make but one pass on it, so I'm not that worried about it. And we're spraying the starter. And I wouldn't want to drive back over the wet liquid starter with the aerator. So anyway, so I just went off on a tangent for no reason in a different direction, so sorry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray the starter and spread our triple threat plus, which is always gonna be a blend of the 3 top performing tall fescues from Dr. Frazier's Pure Seed Testing East facility, the ones that she's put through the torture test, and we know that they're suited for our climate. They got good disease resistance. They're, as a matter of fact, in the lots that I have, I've got 2 different seed blends as far as the varieties, but they're all going to be good stuff that Kevin has selected from all of Dr. Frazier's work. Anyway, so without further ado, I'll show you what we're going to put out here, the triple threat plus. Nice graphics on the seed bag there. A t-shirt looks like this too. It's a cool t-shirt. Anyway, what's this one got in it? I don't have my glasses on, so I'm gonna have to read it through the camera phone. Cumberland, Lifeguard, Saltito, and 5% Jump Start. Well, 4.94, so we're gonna say 5% Jump Start Kentucky Bluegrass. This is the same thing that I used last year. It did really good. The Jump Start is added in there to help you with color, and plus bluegrass is highly rhizomatous and spreads, so it actually will fill in and repair some of the bare spot and damage you get throughout the season. And it's such a small percentage, and you say, well, that can't do anything, but the seed count in 4% weight of bluegrass to 4% to the same weight of fescue is way higher because the seed is smaller. But you don't need very much in there, but just enough to give you that mending quality and a little help with your color. Blue tag certified. Oh, let's make it too heavy. Hold on. Let me set up the camera here. I'll do it like this. All right. This is the starter I use. I've been using this for several years. I get this from Aeration. It's an agricultural supply place. Pretty cost effective, and like I say, it saves a step by just being able to spray it. The only thing you want to be sure of with this is I don't have a lot of confidence that this is going to keep feeding once we get seedlings up. So what I generally do is I'll come back after everything's up good and spread a granular, like a higher nitrogen fertilizer on it, about, you know, like Thanksgiving or something. But what we're going to do here is going to go out with about a gallon rate of this, and this has lots of goods in it. Let's see if I can zoom in on the potassium hydroxide, phosphoric acid, ammonium phosphate, urea liquor. Oh, I love some urea liquor. zinc, fulvic acid, chelated boron, and seaweed extract. Here's the analysis. And it's got, you know, the ZN, that's the zinc, so it's a 622, 6, and then 0.5 of the zinc. Quick permagreen tip when you're spreading seed out of the Triumph, take the screen out of the bottom, or the seed will sit up on top of the screen and just dribble through. Got my starter loaded up in there. Here, I go get it. All right, there's the permagreen loaded up with the good stuff, ready to go get them. The screen tip applies to any spreader. I don't know why, I just made out like it was a permagreen tip. All right, let's get this done. Okay, so I set the camera up here on the Total Turf Mobile to capture the permagreen and how quickly it you can spray and spread and cover the yard, and it didn't record. Trust me, it sprays and spreads quickly. All right, well, I'll try to get some action footage on the next one. Anyway, that's all there is to it for this one. I'm gonna blow to whatever little bit of seed I got on the hard surfaces and my little aeration plugs where I made my turnarounds off, and we'll go on and get another one done. Little bonus bent grass footage while we're in the neighborhood. This thing blew completely up over the summer due to some irrigation issues and some other things. I think it was a bad bent grass year anyway. This is the only bent grass yard I got, so I don't know of any other in this area. It was kind of a neat experiment. I managed it pretty successfully last year. No real issues. It did pretty good. I was impressed, but this year they had the irrigation failed and the grass, it blew up. But this has been down. I seeded this about 3 weeks ago, and it's coming up nice. And 90% of the yard was gone. So we're way better now. But anyway, I'll show you what this stuff looks like. It's up and out. This is Pentcross 2.0. It probably needs some fertilizer on again. When I seeded it, I put some slow release granule starter on it. But once this gets up and out and fed, it's going to take off. It really shows some movement. What am I doing? Yeah, don't ask. This is why I brought the buckets of dirt. These little points at this place always play out on me. So I got some really good soil, aerated it heavy and put that soil in there, maybe it'll help. Got a couple little spots that played out in this yard, but I just see it will start over again. I think the tree is my enemy here. Oh well, it doesn't get any better than this. Just finishing up for the day, heading back in, and it started a little nice gentle rain here. It didn't rain hardly any at all in September, except for the hurricane the last day of the month. But hopefully October will have a little more natural rain. All these I did today were irrigated, but you can't beat a little real rain on them, you know, versus irrigation. I've done several in September, and some of them are in various states, but not anywhere near where I want them. Even, you know, running the irrigation on them, this rain should help out. I hadn't had a chance to go back and check on much of them, except for the bent grass that I showed you, and that's coming along. But anyway, we're gonna keep plugging at it, and maybe I'll get another video out of some more seeding action. Thank you for watching this one anyway. We'll see you in the next one.